Game 3 gonna be on Moondance?
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because if they don't dance, and if they don't dance, it's Nicoract in the bottom right. And in the top left, the orange Protoss. He's MindelVK.
I think our theory about these extended GLHFs is
Just got disproven.
yeah, although maybe like Nicoract was like, no, I lost, I'm not gonna type the longer one.
Oh, maybe the loss resets the length of it. I see.
Maybe. Although it didn't earlier, so this theory is not holding up very well.
Well, you never know.
Okay.
Maybe it's a random chance on an event that triggers it, like a loss.
Do you think he has like a D6 that he just rolls, and it's like that determines how long the GLHF is gonna be?
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe he's just getting a bit tired. Like, you know, we're like 2 hours into the tournament now.
Yeah,
So
and these guys are all EU, so it's kind of late.
I mean, if depending on where they are, and I mean they're both signed up as Russia, so depending on where they are, that could be coming up to 10, 11 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on how much of a Degen gamer hours they're keeping.
Very true.
You never know. Sometimes you'll have the Klims of the world and some of the Korean players staying up until like 5 in the morning to play an ESL weekly.
That's true.
And then they get impatient when the ESL weekly ends at 5 a.m. their time, and it's like, my dude, these have been going on for over a year at least, maybe 2 years. You should know this by now.
Yeah, there comes a point where it's the player's responsibility. I mean, that should pretty much always be the player's responsibility of being prepared for tournaments to go long. It is also on the TO for keeping things moving. I have definitely entered tournaments where the TOs weren't doing much in that regard.
The worst Magic event I ever have been at or staffed in terms of TO ship, and it's not their fault, but Wizards of the Coast matchmaking software would sometimes just crash and it would lose the entire tournament. And so you have to go through and by hand enter the results of every round again to reconstruct it. And I've had that happen at like round 8 of a 15-round tournament. That was not fun.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Back in the early StarCraft 2 days for the UK, there was a HMV gamer base. So like a bunch of so HMV. I don't know if you have it in America. It's like kind of this place you go buy like DVDs, movies, CDs,
Yeah,
that
we
kind of
don't
thing.
start this one, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And they had double gateway proxy here. I'll finish my story and then we can go into how significant these gateways are. They ran a tournament where it was all the different locations getting to compete against each other. So you'd have to go into the store to compete and be in the LAN center. Unfortunately, they closed at different times, and the London one specifically stayed open much later than the other ones. So if the tournament was running slow enough, everybody who wasn't from London would just get DQ'd, which was rather unfortunate. I think I went like all base. I think I went for like a one base all in when I really shouldn't have one time because like I was literally about to get kicked out of the store, and people were like, "Oh, like, I was Gimbal back then, but Gimbal, like, why did you do that? That's like such a not. It wasn't a good strategy. Are you like not a very good player or something?" He's like, "No, the store's about to close, and I gotta go."
I mean,
Oh,
there's going to be Invisible Men with this as well. Invisible Men and Blink with 2 forward gateways.
that is very spooky. And on the other side of the map, we got Widowmine drop. So
Yeah?
there actually isn't that much here to defend. Actually, I think, yeah, these Stalkers and Zealots could just walk in and kill this right now.
I think you're right. Yeah, gets the bunker right away. What is it? What are these Widow Mines going to pull off here, though?
Nothing at the moment. And, oh, the depots, oh, wow, they almost didn't get raised in time. Alright, just gonna kill the reactor. What are these?
That's always nice.
Okay, ooh, some pretty good Widowmine shots actually. Kills 6.
Gonna gonna try and get that Liberator. Yeah, the whip.
Oh.
Did you know Mendel gonna take game number 2?
Yeah, I didn't even get over to the other side of the map in time to see how the push was going, but I assume not well, given that Nicoract just TG'd out.
Yeah, no, he pushed up the ramp, popped the reactor and the barracks, and then Liberator finished right as
Stalkers walked
that was
under it.
happening, and you just walked forward and sniped the Liberator as well. And that was pretty much all that was at home that could have maybe shut that down.
Okay, well played there to Mindel. Just, you know, it does a push and it wins. Sometimes it just happens.
Sometimes the push just happens. Agree.